High value men don't leave their growth to chance. They don't guess their way through life, hoping things just work out. They have systems, they have structure, and more importantly, they have habits that are locked in no matter what. The truth is, you can't fake being high value. You either earn it through discipline or stay average through excuses. It has nothing to do with being born rich or having a perfect jawline. It has everything to do with what you do repeatedly when no one is watching. And that's why we're breaking down the exact habit system that high value men follow. These aren't vague ideas. These are actionable, concrete patterns you need to install if you want to separate yourself from the pack. And if you're serious about becoming the strongest version of yourself, mentally, physically, financially, my private coaching program is where that transformation becomes real. You'll get systems, coaching, and a community of men who hold you at a higher standard. Click the first link in the description and get inside. Let's get into it. Number one, daily wins across mind, body, and mission. High value men don't build chaotic lives. They stack daily wins with intention. Every day they check their three boxes, one for the body, one for the mind, and one for the mission. This isn't some feel good ritual. It's a strategic system that keeps them growing in the right direction. Let's break that down. The body win could be a workout, clean eating, cold exposure, something that challenges you physically and develop them. The mind win might be 10 pages of reading, journaling, meditating, or a focused plan session. The mission win is one that moves your business forward, or your career, or your legacy, something that builds your value in the world. This system works because it forces balanced growth. Most men overcommit in one area and neglect the rest. They become physically fit but weak mentally, or smart but out of shape, or ambitious but emotionally scattered. The three wins habit prevents that imbalance. It makes sure that you're firing on all cylinders. It also builds momentum like nothing else. When you go to bed knowing you push yourself in all three areas, it rewires your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone trying to get it together and start seeing yourself as a man who executes daily. This habit isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things consistently. Start your day with a plan that hits all three. End your day with a review. Repeat that for 30 days and you won't even recognize the man you see in the mirror. The power of non-negotiables. High value men don't leave important things up to motivation. They use non-negotiables, fixed behaviors that happen no matter what. Rain or shine, tired or not, busy or not. These habits are backed into their identity, not treated like optional chores. What does that look like? Maybe it's waking up at the same time every day without fail, training 5 days a week at the gym, reading daily, limiting junk food, spending 1 hour each day building a skill or business. These are not goals, they're commitments. You don't negotiate with them, you live them. The beauty of non-negotiables is that they eliminate decision fatigue. You don't waste time debating whether or not to do the thing, you just do it. That frees up mental energy for the rest of your day. It also reinforces discipline. Every time you follow through, you sharpen the part of you that keeps promises to yourself. Most men operate based on how they feel. That's why they never make real progress. High value men operate on principle. They know that if they only act when it's convenient, they'll stay average forever. So here's your move. Choose 3 non-negotiables. Write them down. Commit to them daily. What matters is that they happen. You can always add more over time, but choose 3. This shift alone can reshape your life. It installs structures. It builds discipline, and it makes your days feel solid instead of scattered. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. The men who win long term, they don't flinch. They don't delay. They execute their non-negotiables like it's a law. If you want the same edge, then that's where you should start. 3. Weekly reviews to adjust and dominate. Here's what separates high-value men from average ones. They don't just live on repeat. They review and adjust. That means every week they sit down and break down what worked, what didn't, and what's next. This habit alone puts them years ahead of men who just coast. Most guys don't track anything. They don't know where their time is going, why their goals stalled out, or what keeps them stuck. They just keep trying harder with no feedback loop. High value men do the opposite. They treat their week like a mission and debrief like a strategy. It takes 15 to 20 minutes, but the return is massive. And here's how you do it. Review your wins. What did you execute well? Where did you follow through? What momentum did you build? Identify gaps. Where did you fall short? Where did you get distracted or lazy? Set targets. What are your top 3 goals for the next week? What's your number 1 priority each day? This habit creates clarity. It kills autopilot. It lets you course correct fast, so you stop wasting months spinning your wheels. It's also building confidence. You stop thinking of time as something that just slips away and start owning it. Inside my private coaching program, this weekly review process is standard. Every man inside has a system to track, review, and execute. That's why they win fast and sustain it. If you're ready to operate at that level, click the first link in the description and join us. No guesswork, just execution. Treat your week like a mission. Debrief it, adjust it, then attack the next one stronger. Beat that cycle and you'll be unstoppable. Using triggers to lock in consistency doesn't change because you want it bad. It happens because you design your environment to support it. High value men know this. They use triggers to make sure that their habits fire automatically. What's a trigger? It's a cue in your environment that prompts a habit. You see your gym closed by the door, that triggers you to work out. You open your journal first thing, that triggers you to reflect. You turn off your phone after dinner, that triggers focused work or reading. The goal is to remove thinking from the process. Most men fail because they rely on willpower in the moment, but high value men build systems where the decision is already made. Their environment nudges them into action. Start by identifying your most important habits. Then ask, how can I make it easier to start? What physical reminder can I place in my space? What visual cue will pull me into action? Stack your triggers. Pair habits together. After I brush my teeth, I read. After I get home, I train. Over time, these pairings become second nature. You won't even think about it. You'll just move. This habit building method is insanely powerful because it builds automatic discipline. The less effort it takes to start, the more consistent you'll be. Once you realize you can design consistency through triggers, everything changes. You stop hoping for motivation and start building systems that do the work almost for you. Your surroundings are either helping you or hurting you. High value men design theirs to win. Make your environment a tool for discipline, not a trap for distraction. 5. Daily self-check to stay on point. This is the simplest habit in the system, but don't underestimate it. High value men pause every day to check in with themselves. Just 2 to 3 minutes to ask the right questions, course correct, and stay sharp. It might look like this. Did I lead myself well today? What did I avoid that I need to face? Where did I win and where did I coast? Am I operating like the man I said I'd be? This isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. Most men drift through their days and then wonder why they fell off course weeks later. High value men interrupt that drift daily. This self-check habit works because it keeps your standards top of mind. It reminds you that you're in control. You're not perfect, but you are responsible. And that little bit of reflection creates huge adjustments in your behavior. It also builds emotional resilience. You stop avoiding the truth and start facing it head on. And that's exactly why high value men move differently. Here's your challenge. Set a 5-minute timer before bed. Check in. Keep it honest. What's your focus tomorrow? That tiny habit sharpens your awareness, tightens your focus, and locks you back into discipline before things spiral. Don't let your days blend together. Don't let standards fade without realizing. Stay on point, one day at a time. Look, high value men aren't born, they're built. One habit at a time, one decision at a time, one day at a time. The system you just learned, daily wins, non-negotiables, weekly reviews, environmental triggers, and daily self checks is the exact framework high value men follow to stay sharp, focused, and unshakable. And now it's yours, not just to listen to, but to use. If you're done wasting time, if you're done being inconsistent, if you're ready to operate with structure and finally build the life that commands respect, not just for yourself, but for the world, then it's time to get serious. Join my private coaching program. You'll get personalized systems, elite accountability, and a network of driven men who refuse to settle. Click the first link in the description and make that move. No more guessing, no more excuses, just results. Start today, lock in one of those habits, reshape the way that you move, stack them, and watch your whole life evolve.